How we doing, everyone? A little bit of a different one, isn't it? How we all doing? Welcome in, everyone. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Sunday. So we are waiting for the others to surface, but I couldn't have you guys hanging around waiting. So I thought, you know what? I'll start it off. Give everybody a nice warm welcome in. Hope everybody's had a fantastic week, and yeah, we'll just wait for them to pop on. But what's everyone been up to this week? There's been a few questions that I've seen on other platforms that possibly will be addressed throughout the stream as well. So I have been making notes. So yeah. Gav, Simon, Geordie, as Vince would say. Okay, Manu, my friend. Rich Coypon, Wiccan, how you doing? Lifestyle, welcome in. Yeah, it's going well, Gav. It's going well. Getting things ready for the week ahead, as you've seen. Hopefully, we should get at least 1 or 2 rows done tomorrow. How's the new shed coming along? It's coming along well. It is coming along well. As I say, we had 2 tons of concrete blocks arrive end of last week. So obviously I was moving that, as you would have seen on the short video. So we got all that moved. We got that all moved. I got that all moved. And yeah, that's all ready to go. That's all covered up because at the moment it's raining. Yeah, pond base is looking solid. It's about, I know they say 6 to 8 inches on the base, but the way we're doing this one is we've got it set at, I believe, 10, maybe 11 inches around the edges, just to give us that good solid base, because obviously they're heavy duty concrete blocks. So we've just gone a little bit over, shall we say, to actually have it done. So yeah, we'll hopefully get 1 or 2 done. We're not sure if we're going to be able to get them all done in one go, because obviously the weight of them, by the time you put the last block on, it's going to start pushing out the cement on the bottom. So it might be a case of a slow and steady wins the race. We had that one. But yeah, how's everyone doing? How's everybody's ponds? Hopefully parasite free. We've had a few issues here with the bloody parasites. Yep, how you doing, Busy? So yeah, we're just waiting for anybody. If anyone's got any questions that they want to ask me, feel free. I will try to answer them as best as I can. So yeah, there's a few things. Yeah, exactly that. No rush, but it's better to take your time and get it all done. You know, we're not going to be done in time for Vince's Twisted Grow On with a Difference, but because of that, we have contacted Adam, and we've got 250 fry on pre-order. So we're by that. What I can do is he'll contact me when a fry batch is available, and then if it's something that I want to get, then I can go and get it. If I want to wait until the next one and see what that comes out as, then I can also wait. So I like that addition of being able to actually pick what fry batch comes as well. So yeah, that's gonna be something interesting there. Hey, is he connecting? Is it working? Hello, mate.
Howdy doody. Sorry I'm late, guys.
That's all right.
So who have we got in? Where's Samuel? Where's Sid?
Samuel says he'll be on about 20 past.
Right.
Sid, we've got no answer.
Right.
So we will find out. Bubbles Koi, welcome in. Baz Koyaras.
That's a new one.
That
That's
is
a
a new one.
Yeah, it's a new one. Welcome, Baz.
Welcome in. If you are,
Yeah,
if you are new to the YouTube as well, let us know, and we'll pop over and give you a little bit of give you subscribe, give you that support. Yeah. So how you been, mate?
Gav, oh mate, I've been up and down at the moment. I'm still losing some of them little showers in the growing on tank.
Yeah, I'm pretty much down to.
Mate, I've done about 5 scrapes and I can't find absolutely squat. And it's only the fucking showers.
It's only the Dainichis.
It's only the little showers, yeah. I haven't lost anything else, just the little showers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm down to 3 in the pool. Obviously, that weird one that you didn't like, that we all called Moo. Sadly, didn't make it yesterday, as well as the lemon as well. But luckily, touch wood, the Mark Gardner Goshki is still holding in. So
sweet.
They're not quite growing, or well, not say growing, but not really feeding either. So I'm just giving them just a little bit every couple of days just to see if I can entice them to just to have something.
Mango Ground Show, which one was that? Was that the My Boys Koi or the Eden Koi Pond one, Baz?
I'm guessing.
I honestly don't know, Simon, but you know, the levels are all stable. pH is stable. It hasn't done much in the way of massive fluctuations. So yeah, I'm scratching my head at the moment, and like I say, I've done about 5 scrapes today, different fish, and found absolutely jack squat.
Yeah, it's a weird one. We'll have to try and scratch it and
mate,
little bit deeper and see what we can do.
Yeah, well,
you know, Busy did come up with a question earlier in one of the forums, so we will address that at some point during the stream as well, because I personally find it quite an interesting one. How you doing, Si? Yeah, no worries, Samuel.
All right, Sam. How we doing, Simon? Baz? All right, that was the one I judged.
Yes. Hence why he put in the chat. I believe he did say about it. The show and grow.
Yeah, so you did, yeah. New channel, yeah. So we'll get a couple of shout outs and a couple of community posts going for you, bud. How are we doing, Kevin? Jeff? Oh, my head is mashed potato at the moment, mate. I was supposed to be at Crafties today at the Perfect Aquatics thing, but I just wasn't feeling great.
That's what I thought.
Yes, yesterday after I'd finished at Rocket Boys, and then when I woke up this morning, I had a raging fucking headache. It was like I had a gang of dwarf miners in there with sledgehammers. So yeah. And then to come down and go into the growing on tank and find more casualties.
It kind of kicks you right in the fucking gingangoolies where you just think
at the same time though, it's all part and parcel of the fucking hobby, and it also reiterates something that I've said on many an occasion, and that is when you're dealing with small bodies of water at higher temperatures, if something goes wrong, it goes wrong very quickly.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean there, bud. I'm gonna have to get used to it as well, especially with what's going on. You know, it's gonna be
Are you doing the grown show with a difference?
No, I did put a comment on. I'm not going to be ready.
Yeah, I just thought I'd double check. That was all.
Yeah, I'm no way going to be ready, mate. I
Empty
had to.
the
We then
em-
ended up doing a fucking pre-order.
empty, empty the small pond into the big pond and put your fry in there.
No fucking chance. You know that's a no fucking chance.
Why not?
It's already pretty much overstocked now anyway in the main pond. So,
Well, yeah. Long
you
story
know.
short, spoke to Rick, and we'll be coming down to pick up now. Yes, okay. Now, I will say, and I am going to say it on video, it has caused a bit of confusion when I'm putting out a video and I'm saying, could you comment down in the video so I can keep it all down on record? And then I do another video and I get people say, but my name wasn't in there. And when I go back through video and I go through YouTube Studio, they're not there. And then when I speak to Rick, he says, oh, yeah, but they got in touch with me.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. The numbers
Yeah.
can get absolutely
I mean,
screwed up.
The only reason they need to get in touch with the farm is to pay for the fish and the delivery and everything else. All other correspondence that relates to the grown show with a difference goes through me. That way, it takes all that pressure and everything off of Rick's shoulders because he's got a hell of a lot going on his shoulders and in his head at the moment, what with fries, spawn-ins and everything else. And the last thing he needs is to keep remembering who's got in touch with him, who sent him a message, you know, when I'm the one that's logging everything down. And at the same time, I'm saying to Rick, we got three at the time, we got 3 slots spare, and he's got 4 or 5 names that I haven't got.
Yeah.
So that takes us over the 40. So there are some people that got directly in touch with Ricky that are very, very lucky that people backed out, because otherwise they'd been getting a message saying sorry, but you know what I mean? And this,
in a way, it's a good way I'm not ready because it gives someone else the opportunity.
Yeah. And I've had quite a few say, Vince, I'm not in the right position at the moment.
Yeah.
And that's all well and good. And that's why I say there is a lot of people out there that are lucky that some people have backed out, because otherwise, there was going to be an issue. And especially with the fact there, and Ricky said on the video we done, you know, we are only just going to be able to get enough fry out of that spawning. So can you see what I mean? We're stretching the numbers as it is for what we've got, and then to have to try and fit in names that didn't go on the video, you know, which is also slightly unfair to everyone who did put the name down on the video. Can you see where I'm going?
Oh, yeah.
Other than that, grumble over.
Grumble mumbles.
My wife wants to try and keep as many as possible. Gav, you've got to swallow that Jack Russell, especially if you're putting a 3rd body of water in your back garden. I'm sure that 3rd body of water is well worth that fucking Jack Russell.
How you doing, Chris? Welcome in. Welcome in, Chris. But before we get any much further, something to show you.
What's that? Sodium thiosulfate?
No. This is going to be my next little project that I was on about.
Oh, how we doing, Stallion?
So I'm not sure how camera's going to pick it up, but 0.5 mil netting that
Yeah.
I'm going to be creating into my personalized fry cages.
All right. Oh yeah, you was gonna get Mum to sew you up some cages, weren't
No,
you?
I'm going to sew them up.
Can you make sure you video while you're doing it?
Yeah, why not? I'll put a shot up of me on the sewing machine. I don't give a shit.
No, we want a video of you actually doing it, so we can see how many times you curse and swear and fuck up and everything else. Now that would be comedy gold. Do it live.
What I am going to do as well, though, is any that I've got left over, I'm contemplating creating my own fry grading nets as well, using it.
Jigsy, make sure you got some plasters ready.
No. You know, it's been a while since I was on there, but I did have to do it for 5 years. So it's just a case of refreshing myself on it. That'd be fine.
See,
so yeah, we have 2 of these. So they're
Kevin watched the
2
video.
meters by 1 meter.
Yep, Kevin watched the video. The possibility of 12 different varieties from this spawning.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
12 different varieties from one pairing.
Oh yeah.
Now, yes, culling would be later, but if you're hoping to get, say, a really nice kin shower, then keep all the black ones.
Yeah.
Select out everything else.
Yep.
Yeah. But if you want to have a mixture, which you're going to get anyway, you are, like Kevin says, you are going to have to get them to sort of like an inch or two before you can then start saying, right, I don't like that one.
Yeah, of
Know,
course.
you can pick out deformities and stuff before they're too.
Oh yeah, you can pick them up from about 6 weeks.
So you can do your selecting. You can select out that way. But yeah, with the fact that one of the parents is a kin shower. Now, if we just wanted to concentrate on trying to get a nice kin shower or even a ginshiro, yeah, then you would just select out all the black fry. You would keep all the black fry. So any of the fry that look white, orange, or anything like that, you would select them out because you're selecting for kin shower. Can you see what I mean? Yay, he's in.
Well, we got Samuel.
And then we can tell everyone what's going to be going on with koi culture, because there's going to be a few changes, but we won't go into that just yet. What varieties we hoping to get? Where you've got the red kajaku and the kin shower. Yeah.
Yep.
Then you're looking at, you get Deutsch kin hiyatsuri, Deutsch kin hiyatsuri. There's kin matsuba, gin matsuba, sakura ogon, platinum ogon. There's a few others as well that you can all get from this one pairing. Which is one of the reasons why Rick went for that pairing. One, because they're both metallic.
Yep.
And two, they essentially both black-based fish. Yeah, because if you're selecting for Matsuba or Kajaku, you want to see that black line going down the spine, because that is what becomes your Matsuba Monrobe.
Yep. There's definitely lots
now,
to choose from.
why would you get rid of the Deutsch straight away? Honestly, mate, if you see some of the Deutsch shower that are coming out of the farm, oh, mate, honestly, I mean, you just got to look at the Deutsch Sankey that I brought home.
See, that's why I've kind of gone down the line of doing these fry cages, so that, you know, in the new tank I can have 2, and then when I do come to getting the fry, I can just when I go and do my first grading, black ones
Yeah.
can all go into one, and then all the other ones can go into the other tank.
Yeah.
So straight away, I've half the load into two bodies, into two little bodies. One giving that better chance, but also, you know, bit of stock rotation of knowing, right, that's in there. Then as they grow, if something is growing in there that catches my eye, then that would move over. So yeah, it's going to be definitely interesting.
So Simon's saying there that's the only ones he would keep. So yeah, Simon, when he gets his fry, you know, he could do, as soon as they arrive, he could do a first selection, and that is put them in a white container and just pick out every single black one and bin off all the white ones. If that's what you're after, and that you're after the shower, then the best way you're going to get that is by instantly separating out all the black ones and keeping them and fucking off what's left.
Yep. So yeah, Chris is in the exact same mindset as me on that one. That's exactly what she would do. Split them down. So yeah, that'd be my plan.
So are you ever going to do fry, Sam?
No, I don't think
No.
so.
Too much.
Why is that?
Too much work. I've done it with discus, a lot of discus, and I will never do it again. Never.
And this is something that everyone that's doing this challenge is going to learn very quickly. Yeah. If you want to get the best out of the fry and give them the best, you got to do a lot of work. It's not just
it's really a lot of work. It is.
Water changes and everything like that, because to start off with, I would not advise anyone to have a filter running while they're with their fry to start with, because I know for fucking ain't it's going to be sat over there in my my 1 meter measuring bowl. It will be all insulated with a lid on top, and that's where they're going to stay with some air stones. They will stay like that until they get to at least an inch long, and then I'll start selecting out to go out to the IBC tank.
Yep.
And anything that's deformed or not what I'm after, then that's a Scooby snack for everything else.
Or as Busy says, get someone else to do it.
Yeah. A lot easier.
Growing fry, although it's time consuming,
it's rewarding.
It is also very, very rewarding.
Yeah,
very rewarding. And I mean, I didn't do any fry last year because I did my spawning, didn't I? And that just really lit a fire under my ass. As far I've always done the fry, you know. That's where Nancy come from. 2-week-old unselected fry. That big Harawaki you've got swimming around your pond.
Yep, that big old 53 cm girl.
Yeah, I bet she's bigger than that now.
Well, yeah, she's probably about 55 now.
But they all started long.
But yeah, when she swims next to George, George got probably about this much more on the back of her.
They started off in a 5-foot bow front fish tank, running on a couple of air-driven sponge filters.
Yep.
And it wasn't until they got to about an inch and a half long that I started, whoa, hang on a minute. Sam's on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Simon Shears is saying he's got a fry net that's got a weighted bottom, 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter deep. So he's got his swimming pool up, running mint NO2, almost non-existent. Nice, Simon. Nice. So
So
I'm thinking probably
how
going
much?
to meter as well on
If
mine.
you're just going to be going for the black one, Simon, how many are you hoping to keep out of the 200 that arrive?
Well, that would be a number that isn't feasible to actually speak of, because you
No,
don't know
it's not,
what you're getting.
because you never know what you're going to get. But
You could end
what
up
I'm
with
asking is,
250
what
that are black.
what figure have you got in your head that you're going to
What
get
percentage?
out of there that are going to be shower? Can you see what I mean?
What percentage are you hoping for?
Yeah, I'm just hoping for anything that survives.
Well, yeah, there is that. And I hope everybody
I mean, I've been doing
absolute best
unselected fry for
they do.
years, and it's the same every year. I fucking hope they don't die. Because they are, again, up until a point, so fucking damn fragile.
Mm.
You know,
Oh,
you do
yeah.
the slightest little thing wrong.
You run that, even if you're running, like, say, a trickle-in system, and you're running it a little bit faster than normal, and you just all of a sudden you kick that fucking chlorine or chloramine into it, causes an issue.
Yeah, well,
Especially with fry.
my water containers will be out and they'll be filled up with putting air stone in, and that will be what I
Letting them
use.
just bubble it,
for,
get it all
yeah,
out, and then use
and then
that bucket.
it'll be kept at room temperature. So when I do changes, it's not going to shock them. Yes, very labour intensive, busy.
Yep.
Mind you, I reckon Seska's going to be a good one to watch, because not only has she got a rip, but not me. She's got that 8-foot reef tank.
Oh, yes.
That's where her fry are going. I believe she's got rid of the salt water, and that's where she's going to be putting her 200 fry. So yeah, that's going to be very good to watch. I hope you're going to put up some videos on it on your channel, as well as in the Telegram group that we create, Seska.
Simon says, wife says all. So it'd be trying to keep all of them. Unless there's any.
Because surely, because of the amount of variation you're going to get, I would say keep them until you got to a point where you can actually see a bit of pattern, or can you see what I mean? And then make your decisions.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is gonna test everything, absolutely everything. It's gonna test your husbandry. It's gonna tell you the lot, you know. And then, out of whatever you've got left, you've got to pick what you think
is your best one.
Is the best one. Yeah, and like Rick said, you know, when it comes to the actual grow and show bit, you know, you might have Sakura Ogon against Kajaku, or you could have a Sakura Ogon against a Kinshowa or a Kin Hiatsuri. I'll tell you what, if they come out anything like the Deutsch Kin Hiatsuris that we were selecting through last year, because that's a new one that Ricky's been playing with, and that's Deutsch Hiatsuris. And there's also Deutsch Metallic Hiatsuris as well.
If I remember correctly, when Tony went on his last video, I think he went to Cuttlebrook's Open Day. I think he said in one of the bowls there was a Deutsch Hiatsuri as well. So it seems to be at the moment quite a few of them have been trying the different things as well, especially like for me, if there was a chance of getting hold of some Kiyatsuri, I'd be all over it, because you don't see that many. Well, you didn't. Nowadays, you're starting to see more and more. But for me, the other one I would go with would probably be a Kisasui.
Kisasui. They do look nice, but they are a fucking rarity.
They are
A
fucking
decent,
rarity.
decent one. Is Sid going to come join us, or is he just going to sit in the background?
He's. I think he's. Here he is. He was chowing
Hey, bud.
down. He was making phone calls. He was doing everything
was trying to
but
eat.
joining us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rough day.
Yeah.
Rough
What's
day.
going
Why
on,
was it?
gentlemen?
What's been going on?
Dude, oh, I just had this shit handed to me by the heat, man. I was at the studio and we were trying to get stuff done over there. The electricity was gone and the temperatures touched 42 today. By the time I got home, I was about to have a heat stroke, man. I had to lay down under the fan and like douse my head in some water and just try and make sure I didn't like black out.
Oh, mate, that's
Really
no
bad.
good.
Yeah, that is not.
Have you not
Not
got
good at
water in the
all.
ponds yet?
No, man. We're trying. We're doing a couple of additional things, right? Since the fish aren't here yet. Um, those big spillway towers and things like that. Those are all additional points that we decided to do after we had this extra time.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, because
So
they're
just
stainless
trying
steel
to.
spills, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. So stainless steel spillways and the 3-foot towers and things like that. So what are we What are we talking about, guys? Sorry.
Oh, just been
No,
on the bathroom.
we just been chatting about this, chatting about that.
Just having a chat with chat as it goes. You know,
We were talking about the car
Q&As.
show with a difference that we were that's going to be kicking off very soon.
Okay. Yep.
Can't
Yeah.
find an active
The stream's
stream
not on.
Skids.
Yeah, it's not on my page. It's not on my page. So there's a couple of we'll let you know at the end of the show. We're gonna be doing a couple of things different on koi
Yeah,
culture
we're
on
going
the
to have
show, switching things around a little bit.
bit of a change up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bit of bam, bit of boom. Yep.
Oh, it was
Oh
adjusted.
man, it's so hot here, guys. It's so hot.
Oh, mate, it does nothing but rain here at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
Dude,
Absolutely
you won't
shit on
believe.
rain.
It was so hot today that in my helmet with my visor open at 100 kilometers, 80 kilometers per hour, I was still sweating. Dude. It's that hot. And like the breeze, yeah, it was just really bad
Crazy.
today, man. I can't imagine. Now you know why I'm putting air conditioning in that koi house, right? Has nothing to do with
Do you
any
have to wear
clients
a,
or any fish or anything.
do you have to wear a helmet legally over there?
Yeah. I mean, nobody really gives a shit, man. No, I think I'm the only idiot that actually follows that rule. But yeah, no, as in they've tried to enforce it a few times, and there was literally thousands of bikers at every junction just going, "Do what you want, coppers. We aren't paying. We ain't paying." You know, like. But
Mate.
I wear it out of habit at this point, man.
Hey, you got Tony to think
Like,
about.
yeah, and like I'm not riding around a little scooter, no. I'm doing like
No.
highway speeds and stuff like that, so it doesn't really matter whether it's a rule or not, or compulsory or not. Just throw a helmet on, man.
Okay, if I had the opportunity to ride bike with no helmet on, oh mate.
I did it for 10 years. I like it.
I would love to go to the States just to have one day just riding around on any motorbike. I'll fucking hire a bike for the day just so I can ride around with no helmet. Just, oh, mate.
Yeah.
See, I'd never ride without a lid. Even if it's a piss pot lid.
Yeah.
I'd still wear a lid.
No, I mean, I like riding without a lid. I'll be honest, but like, not like on my bobber. On the bobber, I'll ride without a lid, no stress. You know, how do they police 1.5 billion people? They don't. They don't. The people police them.
Over there, Mustang.
Literally, they don't. How you doing, Jens?
Welcome, Mustang. So yeah, that's the scene, man. It's been really hot. I'll try and pull up some images really quick of the work and how it's going today.
Hmm?
Just a second.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
like
finally
you go
walk up.
down the motorway and you see someone riding one of them road legal quads or a trike, and they've got a helmet on, and you're like, you fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Fucking hell! If I had a quad or a trike, no fucking helmet, because you don't have to wear one legally on a trike or a quad.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, I'd be straight off.
There was a trike that my brother's mate had. It was a custom VMAX. And I can't remember what rear drive shaft they put on it, but when that used to go round a roundabout, that back end used to skip. You could
Yeah,
literally
it's
feel
one
the
of them.
back end just bouncing round the roundabout. It's like, the old man
Yeah.
done one on one of his mates in the chapter. He done a wide glide conversion where he converted that into a trike, and yeah, that thing was an absolute beast.
Okay, so here we go.
God, Sam. Shane, Sid, even.
Even one of the S's.
So the staircase and everything is done.
Yep.
The tanks are done. So what I'm waiting for is basically today they're putting the cladding and everything on the spillways, on the
Yep.
waterfalls, and once that's done, it'll be the last amount of concrete that goes around the tanks, because I ended up messing my first coat of waterproofing, at least on the top, because I decided to clad it with granite, right?
Yep.
So now once this work is done today, tomorrow we're gonna do like a deep cleaning of the entire place and have it hosed down and sprayed down and wash out the entire thing. Then we'll do one final coat of waterproofing, and then I'll fill water in.
So, how many
Honestly,
days away from putting water in?
3 days away.
Three.
And how many
3
days
days.
till Koi arrive?
At this point, 12 days.
Not too bad.
I've taken
Okay,
the pressure
nice.
off, guys. I've taken the pressure off. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not starting a hospital. There is no need for people to have me set up a koi farm in like 3 weeks. Yeah. And like it was getting way too stressful. Yeah. So I'm kind of happy to have the extra time at this point, because there was a point a week or two ago I was pulling my hair out. Yeah.
Yep.
And my hairline was receding further and further back. So I'm kind of happy to have this extra week the extra couple of weeks on the timeline. Hello
Yeah.
there, beautiful.
Oh, bless her. Mum working today, is she?
Yeah.
Sweet. So, what have you been up to this week, then, Sam?
I don't know where to start. I've been
At the beginning.
yeah, I've done a few bits in the filter house. Made some changes to my water system, and the drain pipe from the Tempest. I made that into a PVC pipe. So I unscrewed the hose connector
Yep.
and put some 1 inch. Yeah, 1 inch to I don't know, 25 mil, and made it in a PVC pipe instead of these hoses I got. So yeah,
Yep.
and next project is to take down my shower. I think I got a leak in the bottom tray.
Oh, no. Is that on the ground
Yeah.
tank or on the ground tank?
No, it's the big one.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
On the bottom drain of your big tank.
No, the bottom
No,
tray
no,
of my bucket shower.
Backy shower.
That's no stress, bro. I have a huge.
No,
I just tested and found out I have a huge leak on my home pond.
No, no.
Yeah. There's a nice. Sorry.
Choop choop.
But yeah, I think it's cracked in one of the corners.
Oh no. Yeah, it's the same
No.
Yeah.
thing here.
Dry it out, Obi-Wan it, fucking test it.
Yeah.
That's what I
What's
would do.
the shower made of?
Hmm?
What's the shower made out of? Just plastic, in it?
Yeah, it's plastic.
Polypropylene.
Yeah.
Yeah, be polypropylene if it's plastic welded.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, but be able to slap some Obi or
Yeah,
something on it.
it will be an easy fix, but I need to, take it down first.
Yeah.
Mm.
See, I always wondered with that kind of material whether you'd get away with, like, before putting the Obi-Wan over it, just to, like, give it that seal, whether you could actually get away with doing a plastic weld. Because all you're technically doing is warming up the material and then rebinding.
Oh, you mean
Yeah,
warm it
no,
up and then push it in, sort of thing?
Literally solder iron it. Warm it up with the solder iron until it just starts to melt.
I don't think that'll work, man.
No,
then
I
just-
don't think that'll work.
No.
You do on cheap plastic, but not with polypropylene. It won't.
No,
I
and
haven't
definitely
tried it
not
with that.
where someone needs to hold back, where it needs to hold weight and it has to deal with pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Plastic welding won't work. Maybe what I can suggest, Sam, is if you want to fix it, you can heat up the joint, stuff in nice big staples, and literally stitch it together, and then do what he's saying, where you heat it and get the plastic to join up again, and then put a nice long tape of some super quality waterproofing tape or something like that. That
Okay.
will probably hold together.
Obi-Wan, CT1,
Yeah.
my Pond
Yeah,
NS300.
We got something
won't
called
work.
what Tech 7, and it's the same.
The staple, when you heat it and you staple it, that's the key, yeah?
Yeah.
That's actually
Yeah,
gonna
to
help
bind
take
it.
the pressure more than
Yeah.
anything. We used to do it in like like in motorcycle parts and stuff. When
Yeah,
we were-
fairings and stuff. Yeah, been there, done that.
So Kevin White's turned around and put where is it there? You can get filler rods for the welder.
Yeah,
Not bad.
that's right.
Hey, Simon, they're not curtains. They're flags that have been designed by our Sid's better half.
Curtains, Vince.
Mate, there'd be some fucking funky ass curtains.
Yeah. Yeah, I need a set for the bedroom.
Yeah, right?
Isn't it?
So there's a set coming to the UK.
As long as we can put some like darking material on the backside, so from the back it like a blackout curtain, but then you've got the funky pattern on the front. Fucking spot on.
Yeah, you might not need it because we make thick material stuff, you know what I mean? It's nice and it's double-sided, so you got the print on both sides.
Nice.
Yeah.
When's mine arriving?
The second I can put aside a little bit of money, Vince. Right now I'm trying to pay for a cooler.
Yeah, that shit is gonna be important.
You mean your air conditioning?
Oh no, the air conditioning is just for show in case somebody in a Merc pulls up. We just quickly run and switch the air condition on. But otherwise, it's gonna be some mist fans and some coolers and stuff, you know.
one massive 4-foot fan blowing in the corner with an ice bucket underneath it.
So I got these mist machines, right? The mist sprays. I'm gonna hook up the sprays to behind the fan.
Yeah.
And just send some cool breeze this way, you know. It's not too bad. And they're pretty cheap, man. I like these misting. I think what they're called is not a good name to say online, but what are the singular units called, Vince?
Fan with mist.
Nipples. No, they called nipples.
They're called nipples.
Yeah. Mr. Nipple. It's called a Mr. Nipple.
Yeah, they're basically the same as what my brothers used up in the up the allotment before when he done the chili grow. So
Oh
it'd
yeah,
have the irrigation hose coming out, and then you've got
exactly.
the ones with the little red tips with the multiple holes in on that would
Oh,
then just spray on. Yeah, but if you have them up high enough, you can have it so it mists over the whole polytunnel. So then it increases the humidity within the actual polytunnel itself, which then makes them grow even more because they're not just getting the water then from the roots, they're getting it also from the leaf as well, which really will fucking lift them up.
Okay.
it's always good. It's also good mist in your plants when you're vegging,
Yeah, exactly.
especially if they're under metal halides.
Yep. Especially with a huge, massive pallet on top of it. Yep. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. How we doing, Yorkshire guy?
You need some
poultry
poultry house misters. Yes, them ones work well as well.
I don't know what these are, but these are the ones I'm using. Hold on.
They look similar to the ones that we used to use, Sid.
Yeah.
I've still got a load of them here.
Oh, they're nice and cheap, man.
Yeah,
I
they
like
are.
it. This thing right here.
Yep, that's it. Yep. Because you can get either with them attachments, you can actually change the heads on them. So you could either change them from a mister to a just a drip. So if you've got them up higher in like grow rooms or polytunnels, greenhouses, you can have them on a mister. But if you want to run them around the bottom, so it's just directly on the roots, then you can just put the dripper attachment into it, and then go that side.
What were you growing, Shane?
Melons,
What were you trying to grow?
tomatoes, cucumbers.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
So what's been up, guys? What's crack-a-lacking?
Oh,
What's
Yorkshire
been up,
Quay,
Sam?
I'm sorry to hear, mate, that you've lost another one. Never good, mate, when you lose one. I had issues where I've ended up losing 3 of them this week.
Oof.
Nah, that Paul, I think,
Any
is going to have to sadly get sedated, I think.
the ones that are left, Shane?
Yeah, I reckon I'm just going to get some fucking sedate. They've had so many different types of treatment and everything like that in there. The only other thing I was thinking of doing is putting a Vercon tablet in there just to see if I have to disinfect it completely. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
How many are left now, Shane?
5.
Just finish off the story, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Finish it off. Just move on. You know?
Yeah. No point holding on to it if they're not going to fucking come back.
So, like Yorkshire just said, it was a heron attack.
Is that the heron come back, Yorkshire, or is that from the damage that the heron caused from the previous attack?
I think that's from the previous. The way I would read that is due to the heron attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bird hacked by the fish to pieces. Yeah, they do, mate. They fucking do.
Okay. That sucks.
Yeah.
Mate, if they've got a lot of damage, I think, to be honest, best thing you could do is get a bucket and some clove oil.
Mm-hmm.
Put them in
If
there.
you don't have clove oil, Dettol will do just fine.
It will. Because the guys over in Indonesia use Dettol as a sedate.
What is the dosage, Sid?
So one of the tiny caps for 100 liters will anesthetize them, and about 5 or 10 caps in the same 100 liters will euthanize them.
So just the cap that comes on the bottle.
Yep, just the cap that comes on the bottle. You just toss half of it into a 100-liter tub, If it's
Okay.
just 50-60 liters of water, then you put half a cap, and that'll take care of it. In about 5 minutes, that fish is going to be all sleepy and wonky and stuff.
So that sounds a lot cheaper than the sedate you buy in the koi shops,
Yeah.
It's the
koi
cost
dealers.
is
It's
almost irrelevant,
Yeah.
it's the same with clove oil. Clove oil you can use it as a sedate, or you can use it to euthanize. And yes, it is humane because depending on how big the fish is and how much clove oil you put in, it can be pretty much instantaneous.
Yeah.
If I have to euthanize a fish, depending on the size, if it's 20 centimeters and above, it'll get a whole bottle, little bottle, but a couple have had to euthanize today. They've had that's 7 or 8 drops, and within a minute or two,
Gone.
Yep.
just put them to sleep. It just puts them to sleep. And I've been using clove oil as sedate for fucking donkey's years.
So is it just this stuff?
Yep.
Just let me.
Absolutely. Is it?
So it's
That's
about, I don't know, it's 30 Danish crowns, so it's, I don't know, 5 quid or something.
Yeah,
Yep.
£5-6.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap.
that this is a bottle that cost me 20 rupees, or you can say like a quarter of a pound. It's lasted me a month
Yeah,
or more, like, so that's the
yeah.
cap, and I'll use half that cap if in half a tub,
Okay.
50 liters
Yeah.
or ballpark, something like that.
Yeah, I think I will give it a shot.
Yeah, just try it out with one of your cheap fish first, and also don't do it with something special the first time. And
Yeah.
you, and also keep a bowl on standby with fresh water and aerator in it.
Yeah,
Everybody
of
else
course.
is watching. Please do not try this. I did not ask you or give you any information regarding this. All right. As far as I'm concerned, I just gave Sam an
I
idea.
have
This is what Sid does, not what he's advising you to do.
right, and
Exactly.
I will say that I have tried it on a couple of fish that weren't anything special. Not a problem, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Works
Yeah.
like
But
a
yeah,
charm.
clove oil, mate. Honestly, if I put in like I'm talking about small fish like this, I put in 8 drops, and within 2 minutes they'd been put to sleep and they were gone. Now, what's not humane about that? And
Wow.
it's a completely natural thing that you're using as well.
No, see, I mean, as far as you're
If it's good
concerned,
enough to stick in your mouth for fucking toothache,
no, I mean, see, Vince, like, you're basically drugging the fish, right? We're basically drugging the fish, and as far as that goes, the fish will get drowsy, it'll get sleepy, and then it's gone. It doesn't know better. It was not in pain, It's probably the best way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I pay.
I never knew
what?
you could use clove oil for tooth pain.
yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, just make sure you only hit the tooth.
And if you're going to use it, make sure you got some fucking gloves on, because when you get it on your fingers, it's a bitch to get off and it stinks. Yes, mate, it is sad to do, and it's not something that is done lightly. But if
No.
the damage is that extensive, then the more humane thing would be to put them to sleep in all respects. But I mean, my emails in my channel description. You can always send me some pictures of how bad they look, and I can advise you from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they're dropping off one by one after the attack, then it might be a case of having to do like a clean sweep and start again. And yeah, it is sad and it is gut wrenching.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it is also part of the hobby as well, you know.
Mhm.
And one thing we can't do is dictate what fucking herons do, because they're protected birds.
Yeah, you know, we can do what we can do. You know, we can try and put up like a small pergola or something like that above it if you can, or you know. But then they're going to come in from the side and land anyway, and then you're going to be
Herons and
boxing it
cats,
off.
best thing to do is get yourself a fishing catapult and some boilies.
The frozen boilies are better.
And I said boilies, not ball bearings.
No, boilies.
Boilies just as good.
Bird seed
We can just
based
pull a net over it,
boilies.
right, guys? I mean, that's
Yeah,
what I
that's
do.
why I
every
have
Yeah,
nets
the
all
thing
over
is,
mine.
he had a net over it, and the heron, because he couldn't get the fish out, just kept constantly going back, and that's why they've
Bang,
got so
bang,
much
bang.
damage. Has anyone tried the sprinkler system? Yes. If you go to Jim, my man
Yep.
Jim Bob
It's
from
what I
It's
do.
What I Do, go to It's What I Do channel, and
Yep.
he's actually got 2 sprayers that spray on movement. So herons, cats, any movement, and it shoots a load of water out. Go and check Jim's channel out, and he will have it'll be in there somewhere, because he's got 2.
Yeah, let me have a
But
look.
yeah, and if you can't find it, I'm sure his email address is in his channel description. Just drop him an email, and he will. I'm sure he'll gladly help you out, mate. But yeah, the water ones do work. They
So
work well for cats as well, because cats don't like being sprayed with water.
and then if you can't find them and you want to find them, go over onto Amazon and type in pest buy a jet spray, and it will come up there. They're $28.98 for the motion sensor sprayer.
Oh, love it, Kevin. Love it, Kevin. Love it.
So yeah, you can get some of them that are ultrasonic scarers, but I don't know how they would work.
No, that's shit. It's where they give out a
Um,
frequency.
Yeah, they're more for
Mate, honestly,
rodent.
don't go putting stone caves in and shit like that, because they are just things that can end up harboring bad bacteria. Get yourself a sprinkler thing and put some stakes in round the pond, so it actually lifts the net up, say a couple of foot off of the pond.
Yeah, that's why what I was thinking
So
of doing, especially on the small pond.
if it does
is
get
putting
to
the
it,
floats.
you know,
Jump
if
guard.
its head comes in and goes through the net, and it's still got a good foot or so before the water, you're not going to get any damage then, are you? And I know it looks ugly, but
Fish's
better?
health and protections
A
are
bit
always
ugly
over
is still keeping
way
the
it
fish that
looks.
you like, or losing the fish to an animal who doesn't really give a shit, because he doesn't eat them. It's just a sport. It's a mental sport for him for some reason. Same with just, you know, otters. You know,
So Simon was saying,
decimate a pond, and all they'll do is eat the liver.
Don't. There was one time I remember
Eat
a
the
couple
liver
of
and
years
leave the
back.
rest of the fish 9 times out of 10. Simon, I found a cat at once in my pond.
just swimming around. Yeah, I remember. I think it was. Well, I can tell you exactly when it was. It was 2 days before Popsy's last heart attack. We were fishing down on the lake, and we were talking to the bailiff, and showed us a video of 6 o'clock that morning. And obviously, they've got a hut that one of the bailiffs sleep in when they're on night duty. And he's come out at like 6 o'clock because obviously one of his motion lights went off on his phone, like gets the alert. So he's gone out there, had a look, and he literally found an otter dragging this. I think he said it was like he showed me the video. Must have been about 16-pound common. Just literally just dragging it out the fucking lake.
My local fishing lake, Jim, who used to run it, bless his soul, he's not with us anymore. But we were doing a night fish one night, in early hours of the morning, just as the sun was starting to come up, there was this almighty boom, boom. Shit the living daylights out of us. When Jim comes round with his shotgun broken over his arm, it's like, fucking hell, Jim, what are you doing? He's like, well, I've got a license to shoot 2 cormorants a year, but it doesn't say which 2, does it? So,
Yep. Yep. Cormorants are fuckers and all, especially when they dive bomb.
yeah.
You're literally fishing there and you just see them. You're like that. Dum, 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 and then all of a sudden your little bobbin starts going up and down. It's like, don't you dare eat that fucking bait, you little fuck.
I mean, Ricky gets it down the farm, you know, the heron will go in and it'll take out 2 or 3 fish. But
then the cormorants go in and clear up.
It takes 15 to 20 fish in one sitting, you know. And Rick's actually said there's been the odd occasion where the cormorant was too fucking big or too fat to fly off, where it had eaten so many fucking fish.
Yeah.
You know, so which one's the lesser of 2 evils? And I'm glad we don't get cormorants in this area.
Yeah.
But I've never had a problem with herons either. I mean, when I first moved in, we used to have a heron used to sit on the ridge tiles of the houses in front of us. And I had that front pond in, and I haven't seen it since. We'd see it 2 or 3 times and then it disappeared. Must be because of the Mexican.
Probably. She is crazy.
Yeah, you should see her when she sees a fucking pigeon. Oh my word.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
She's definitely got little dog syndrome, that's for sure. Billy Big Nuts until it gets dark. And then she's like everyone's fucking biggest wimp.
Yeah. Yorkshire, I completely agree, mate. I'd rather have 1 fish gone than hurt all of them. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean on that.
So with that being a temporary pool while you're making your big pond video, can't you get some big tall bamboo stakes or something, and so you can lift the net up from above your temporary pool? Failing that, can you not put the pool in a garage? If you've got a garage, then I'd move the pool into the garage and say that's staying there till the pond's done. Wow. Any questions out there?
Failing that, you know, if you wanted to raise it up a little bit, just enough, you can always get the stainless steel adjustable bank sticks. They normally adjust to about 3 foot as well.
So
you sit them
that's
in
the one.
corners,
So
whack them up and then just drag them over the V.
yeah. So how many undamaged fish have you got, or are they all been battered?
Yeah, we could put a bit of polycarb over it, but depending on the size of the pool. 2 damaged left.
Well, if they're damaged, mate, I personally would
bite the
do
bullet,
the
so to
humane
speak.
thing and then start again from scratch. Is that a baby eagle?
Yes, it is. An egret is a baby eagle, I believe.
Yeah, shit that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, We got a pair of. They're either a pair of red-tailed kites or a pair of buzzards that
Guys,
fly.
egrets are not baby eagles. Egrets are a type of heron, yeah.
Are they?
Oh, well,
As far as I know, yes.
Well, the easy way to tell whether it's a red kite or whether it's a buzzard is by its tail. Whether it's more
yeah,
of a
no.
triangle.
And they're one's red and one's not. But when they're
Also, how they fly as well.
when they're right up there, you know.
If the wings are going like that, then 9 times out of 10, that ain't a kite. That'll be your buzzard.
Yeah, well, there's a pair of them. I mean, I've been sat in here one day, and I could hear this awful racket. So I've gone out in the back garden. I've looked,
No, if it's
and
loud
there's
pitch, then it's kite.
pair of kites. They were attacking
Crows,
blackbird
blackbirds and crows.
in midair, and
Oh yeah,
the noise,
the dog fight.
the noise was coming from the fucking blackbird. Honestly, the noise that was coming out of it was fucking scary. But yeah, it ended up fucked.
So we've got over in the woods that you would have seen, Vince, when you come over in the over the back. They released 2 pairs of red kite into there to reintroduce back into the area, because obviously, you know, Hertfordshire was known for red kites back in many years ago. But now we've got, I'd say we've got about 8 pairs over in there now. There's 8 pairs there. There's another 6 pairs probably 5 or 6 mile away.
Yeah.
And yeah, you literally see them now just constantly going around. And you hear them, like you could be sat out in the conservatory and you will hear them go. There's one of them that comes over every day, just literally just circles, just around in the thermals, never comes down too low. And Mum named him Eric because he literally comes around every single day.
Fucking mum named everything.
Mum names everything, mate. You know this.
Oh, Kevin, you lucky bastard.
I'm happy I'm leaving the Dubai for 2 months. Oh, my Jesus. Lucky fuck. We've got green parrots in Kent. Nice. That's probably a pair that I've got out of someone's house.
Are nets in a normal koi pond effective? Yes. I mean, if you've got an out of ground pond and then you put a net over it, you've got less chance of the heron getting at it. If you've got an in ground pond, what I would do is I would actually
raise
make
a little frame on.
I would raise some kind of little frame with a netting over the top, just so that if the head hits the net, you can then guesstimate that the beak is going to be away from the top of the water. Can you see what I mean?
Yep, and I know it's not pretty looking, but I know it's more effective. Is if you actually were to make, like, get the poles with like the plastic L shape 90s, and also get the 45s. You can actually make more of a triangle base as well for the cover, so that obviously it's higher at the top. And
you talking about
being able to actually,
yeah, I've seen them.
They work quite well because obviously it's higher instead of just building a little wooden like a metal frame square. That's only that kind of depth. If you put a triangle on it, even at the top, keeping the same amount, pretty much, that, you know, the actual the top of the apex becomes that extra gap.
And yes, Simon, African greys are very fucking smart. My best mate's mum and dad has got one, and she's gorgeous, but yeah, she's fucking smart. The noisy shit she can replicate is unreal. Absolutely unreal.
Yeah. Oh, Sam's camera's gone again. Never been confirmed that busy. ring-necked parakeet can be found fairly well spread around the UK now and spreading further each year. Yes, they are, because they got out. Most of these ones now that are coming out are the ones that they've got out throughout somewhere, or rather, I know for a fact the local school just up there, they had, I think they said they had 6 pairs of green finches get out, never come back. But yet every summer you see them just chip, 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 chip. You see them just flying around the place. You can never catch them to put them back in there, but they've been out in the wild now about 4 years.
Sorry, just checking the
right.
fish. I have a sleeper pond that is 2 foot in ground and 3 sleepers high above the ground. Have you tried twin wall drainage pipe as fish cave? No, I've never had a fish cave in any of my ponds. Ever.
No, I've never wanted to put a fish cave in.
No. If your 3
the crap
sleepers
will go in, and the crap never comes out. That's how I see them.
3 sleepers high, then you got a couple of options there. You can build yourself a little fence on top of that, a framework fence with netting, and then string
fishing line or something
across the top to stop it from coming in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Or you make a cover, you know what, make a complete cover, or you put a pergola up on the sleepers and then put a little fence, very much like we're going to do on Dave's, where we're going to do panels that screw into place that are about 18 inches high. So if you ever want
so similar to what I'm going to be doing on the small pond.
Yeah.
You just but what I'll be doing is I'll just be going to hardware store, picking up the chrome brackets that you normally put into a bathroom for a floating shelf, dropping them into the corners, and then just putting sheets of perspex around them and just literally tighten them up with a grub screw.
Yeah.
Instead of going out and buying these, expensive actual labeled jump guards, you can just use a floating shelf of brackets and just make your own.
Well, in that case, I wouldn't really worry at this moment in time with it being sleeper with pergola and polycarb roof. I would just make some removable panels about 1.5 feet high by the length and the width of the pond,
and then just drag your net over the top.
Yeah, and you won't need the net, because if you've got your pergola 3 sleepers high, so you're at least 2 foot or so out the ground, you didn't just put a fence panel type thing, so a framework, netting, then framework, that's your panel. Put your panel in place, drill a hole, put a pin in. You can use a bolt as a pin to hold it in place, so you can then remove them if you want to do anything with the pond. But because of the height, then you're doing both. You're securing your pond, and you're also giving yourself the ability to access it as well by being able to take them. You don't have to put pins in. You could put a hinge in. Just drop the panel down.
Yeah,
you could.
Or there's another way that I just thought of as well, which would be
3 in solid, 1 in a hinge.
Obviously, in the summertime it'll be a bit of a buggery, but for like springtime when you're not out there so much because of the weather, you could always just whack up some gutter brackets, run a piece of put the net in through a tube, have them hanging up, and just have them fall down, and then just put something around the bottom of them, hold them in place.
Or you could do like Ronald McDonald from Westcliff Koi Pond's
pretty
done.
Much.
Get a, the old wire for wire curtains.
You've
got a bit of that,
Yep.
And he's wound it through his netting, and literally he's got a hook over end, and literally he just goes
Yep. Just
and
drags
pulls
it
it
along.
across like a fucking curtain.
Just blocks it off. What about these electric fences? You have to be careful with them.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yep. Yeah, you have to be careful with the electric the electric fences. You have to get a certain voltage, I believe. I'm not 100% on them. Nothing ever comes near mine as the pergola roof is quite low. Heron hasn't been around since I had the old pond. Yeah, exactly, Si. So if you get, it always comes down to as well. I've noticed they've all gone muted and left me to it.
No, I'm here.
Right. So you were just like, yep, I just muted myself just for the sake of it, just that you run with it. But yeah, if you've got the pergola obviously too high, then obviously, they can come in still and land. So it's okay with having the pergola on there, but you don't, as Simon says, you don't want it too high. You want to try and reduce that flight path, so to speak. So if you've got one that's only X amount height, and then you've come and flip the panel in as well with like the polycarb or whether it's sheet of finish perspex, you're still closing down that window of flight path even more, and then they can't get in, and you'll be absolutely fine. Exactly that. Herons hate the fact of feeling enclosed. Yeah, they're good.
That's true.
They're good. Same as the mint ones are good as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mint ones are good, mate. So note to self, then, if you don't like mint, if you're coming up round during the summertime, make sure I've got my mint chocolate chip ice cream out, yeah, and you won't, then I'll be all right. I won't lose any. Sweet. Noted. Everyone else in chat, if Vince comes to see you, make sure you got the mint ice cream. You won't get touched.
Fucking Teslas.
Hey, little one.
Milk float.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. These are weird.
Yeah. Yeah. They kind of literally remind you of the honeycomb. But the only thing is they've got the way that they've layered it like the swirl. Not sure about them, are you, V? That's a puzzle look.
Yeah. Why have these two got their mics muted?
I don't know. I'm saying when you
That's my kids are fucking noisy.
It's part of the
it's live. Everything's
Don't worry about
it. Come on.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Yorkshire, they are a new thing that
Yes,
trialing out at the moment. They're trying out them ones. They're trying out the mint. They'll probably go down the line of within a couple of months. They're going to bring out the orange as well. As you know, Cadbury's, they've already got the orange out as well.
Honeycomb Sunday.
Yeah, so pretty much they bring out every now and again. Cadbury's will always roll out new ones, or just use a different chocolate style and just rebrand it, re-roll it. Because down the line, they've always every few years they've always picked one type to actually bring out. Royal honey is good if you ever haven't tried it. Yes, it is.
Oh,
mint 12 for the win, 100%, mate. Absolutely banging. Vince wishes they were a sponsor.
Yeah, yeah, Cadbury's.
Cadbury's, if you want to come and sponsor us.
Yeah, I eat a lot of your chocolate. A hell of a lot of chocolate.
We'll all eat the chocolate live.
If you want to come and sponsor me.
I'm warning you, it's expensive to send me some chocolate, yeah? But you're more than welcome to do so.
Yeah. Mint Galaxy, yes.
Oh no,
I am a sucker for mint chocolate, I must
I
say.
find
I love
Galaxy very
milk chocolate
savvy.
too.
Hmm.
Yeah, Galaxy got
Updates.
that. Do it.
Yeah, Galaxy does have that.
Cool.
They class it the silk taste, but I'm not sure if it is. If you have too much of it, it can get a little bit.
You really don't know what to make of that one.
No.
No. So come on in, Sid. Favorite ice cream flavor?
Go.
Favorite ice I'm so sorry, Vince, but my favorite ice cream flavor is mint chocolate chip. So Shane's gonna have to share with me,
Sam?
unfortunately.
Banana chocolate.
Can't be raspberry ripple.
No.
Or strawberry.
And if I can't get mint chocolate chip, rum and raisin.
If I can't get mint chocolate chip, then it's probably gonna have to be some chocolate caramel type of thing.
Oh, either that or Madagascar vanilla.
Ooh, Mississippi mud.
No. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, in other words, for Sid, if you're going to have to get some Ben and Jerry's, you're going to probably have to get the pish food.
Ooh, now that's not bad.
We don't have Ben and Jerry's here, man.
No.
You
Well, when you
what?
come over here, Sid, you'll have to get some pish food. Some
Mm.
Ben and Jerry's pish food.
Okay. I'll try it out.
Yep. Try it out, mate. You'll love it.
The only bit I
If I
don't
can-
like out of the Neapolitan ice cream is the chocolate ice cream. Chocolate shouldn't be ice cream.
Busy turned around and gone, please do not turn this into another come dine with me. Nice, Busy. Nice. Well, getting back onto the koi subject, as Busy's put a comment in, we will get back to what I read Busy's comment in another.
Right, go on.
Stop talking shit, boys.
With everybody
Basically
at
what
the
she wanted to
moment
say.
jumping on this PP bandwagon, on whether, you know, PP baths or, you know, things like that, would it not still be, what would be like, you know, the difference between obviously using your PP bath for getting a new koi that has already traveled X distance, is already stressed to shit, compared to using a salt bath?
Dude, it got there. It'll stay alive another 10 minutes. No stress, yeah. And
Yeah, but
best
what's
just PP it and keep it out of the whatever it's got out of your pond. As simple as that.
yeah,
Or
but
even
if it's
out of
coming
your
from a
quarantine
reputation,
system.
if it's coming from a reputable dealer,
It doesn't
that is
matter, man.
basically saying,
Even reputable dealers can have parasites by mistake. Like, come on, they're not
Mhm.
gods.
And not only that, you know yourself, just this fact of the stress of them being netted and bagged
oh yeah, that
could
can do
kick
them.
off something that sat there that isn't affecting them at that moment in time because they've built up
Yeah.
an immunity to it. But then you stress them out, and then
And they
that
kick it.
one or two little bits of cost you're on there suddenly go and multiply.
Mm.
So salt bathing or
See.
PP dipping is a way of lessening the chance of that.
Yeah.
But salt, as well as being able to do that, can de-stress the fish.
Oh, for
From-
sure. But like, I'm one of those maniacs that think you should have salt in your system. Like, it works so well for me every time I've used it. I don't do it in the stock that I sell. Yeah. Because like then it gets used to a system that it's not gonna go to.
Yeah.
But like my home pond, if it's just my fish in there, it's normally got salt, about a kilogram to 1,000 liters. Because I don't have plants in my pond,
Mhm.
you know. I don't have a bog. I don't have like like how Vince has got plants in the shower and stuff like that. I don't have that, and it's kind of like they're always a little bit high. You know, they're just a little bit extra relaxed. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I know a lot of people will not agree with it, but that's kind of what's worked for me, man.
Well, they say the recommended dose anyway is
I
literally
know
for
I
1
know a
gram
lot of
per
people that
1
will
kilo
salt their
per.
pond over
Yeah.
winter.
Yep, because it stops the freeze.
It's not something I've ever done.
Something
I've
I thought about.
never personally had salt in the pond just to have and maintain 0.3% salt or whatever, because they're freshwater fish, not saltwater fish. And yes,
Yeah,
salt,
but using the salt for treatments
salt
and
will
things like
help
that.
for osmoregulation and de-stressing, and it will also lower ammonia levels and so on. But
That sounds
ultimately,
really good to me.
it doesn't help your filters.
No,
Because
using it
what
as
you've
a
got to think
bath
of
type.
is salt is a natural disinfectant.
Hence why whenever Ricky goes from one tank
Hence
to
why
another,
when Ricky goes from one hatchery to another at the moment, his hands will go into salt, and he'll disinfect his hands with the salt. Can you see what I mean?
That was a good one.
Yep, I agree. Oh,
Yeah.
both of you clicked on it at the same time. Let me just put it back up.
But yeah, that is basically what I use salt for.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
No. Like I say, the only time I've ever had salt in my main pond was when I had sturgeon in the pond. And I had to maintain that 0.75 to 0.8 for at least 7 to 8 days. And it's all right getting that salt in, but when getting the salt out, it's a lot harder.
Yes.
It takes time.
And it takes a lot longer for the salt
Yep.
to come out. Give you an example of that. We set up the Twisted Rocket Pond at the New Forest 4 weeks or so ago, 4 or 5 weeks ago now at least.
Yeah, just over a month.
And we put salt in there, and we took it up to 0.3 summit. And when I tested it with the salt pen 5.5 weeks later, and it's had a major filter clean, 2 water changes, and the salt level was still at 0.24.
Yeah.
5 weeks later.
It does take a long while to, and a lot of changes and whatnot like that.
Yeah.
It will get out of the system a lot quicker if you're running, like, say, a Burton's drum or a Draco drum, or any drum in general, because it's going to be taking out and trickling back in, which is going to be dropping it quicker. But if you're actually running it through like an actual filter system,
it doesn't take long for salt to get into the system.
It takes a lot longer for it to come out.
But to get the fucker out takes a hell of a lot longer.
It's not a problem if you're trying to keep it in the system.
So, yes, mate.
So to de-stress them and that,
mate.
yeah.
But just like if you're PP bathing, PP dipping, you still have to be uber vigilant.
Yes.
You've
still got to be very careful with the levels and the amount that you've done.
Yes.
And hence why busy. I always turn around and say on this channel, research is always key.
It is.
Yeah. which is why every time I've done PP treatments here, I've always stated, I'm not going to
This is
tell you
what
the
I'm
dose that
doing.
I've given
Yeah.
because, you know, you don't need to know the amount that I put in.
No,
What
you
you
got to
need to
know
know
how much you got to put in.
is when you need to put it in and why you need to put it in. And then,
Yeah.
unless you know what you're doing with that product, follow the instructions.
Yeah.
Follow the instructions, you can't go wrong because those instructions are designed to stop anyone being able to go, you've killed my fish or my fish died, because they're always set lower than what it really needs.
Yep. Go if
Yeah.
you want to go and look at the
Purely
PP
for
stuff.
that reason,
Go
you know.
and watch
But
a video from Ricky.
But then you got another problem. If you follow the dose, you're never gonna treat your problem.
You'll be
If
waiting.
you
You'll
follow
be
the dose,
Sometimes
literally.
yes, sometimes no.
Yeah,
And
depending
that's
on
the
that's the
other
depending on
problem.
thing.
how large it is.
How
You
many
know?
people out there actually give their filter system a fucking good clean and a water change before they do any treatment?
I do
Yep.
every time.
Yeah, but there's
If you
quite a
do a
few people
treatment,
that
always.
aren't, and you know, they'll scrape their fish. Right, I need to do a PP treatment, and they will
Indeed,
just go,
Martin. How you doing,
yeah,
buddy?
I
But
don't
yeah,
like that.
that's a
I
that's
don't
a
like that.
preparation for treatment.
Johnny do
you
what
know,
Johnny do, boys.
No, Johnny
It's
Johnny
his
even
learning
put it in his
process.
video that he learned it the fucking hard way, and he's put his
Yeah.
videos up so no one else has to.
Yeah.
And fair play to him for actually doing it,
Yeah.
because doing what happened,
like I say,
that would have
you'll
fucking
get a lot of
destroyed
people
me.
out there though. A lot of people out there that will do a PP treatment and they'll just go straight in with a PP treatment without cleaning the filters, you know, and then wonder why the PP is not working. And that's because the PP is spending its time killing all the shit that's in the filter that should be cleaned out
Yep.
beforehand. You know, you clean all as much shit out of the pond system itself, as much
As
as
you
humanly
possibly can.
possible before you do any treatment for it to
Yep.
work effectively.
And if I'm doing a 3-day treatment, I will clean that filter every single time before I then put the next treatment in.
Yeah, I
So
did that.
Any trash, any detritus or anything like that that gets built up overnight, that gets taken out, and then we go.
You'll be surprised how much your filter will pick up after a PP treatment.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
Kevin
Why?
White says
Because
he
it
bleaches
breaks
his
down.
filters every March before season starts up.
I
Each to
don't.
their own.
I don't. I was having this conversation with Rocket Boy the other day, and
What?
you know, scrubbing filters and pond walls. You know, if you look into my Easy Pod, you'll see a nice brown film around the inside wall of my Easy Pod. That's a biofilm.
Yep.
Anything that's loose or that is shit will get washed off when I hit it with the hose. Anything else stays there because that's biofilm.
Yep. That's why I only clean on the fish tank in the conservatory. I will only clean the front glass so I can maintain and monitor them. The sides and the back, they're left to it. And they will even go up to it and start munching on the algae.
Yeah.
So what do you
Yes,
keep your
Paul, it is.
ORP on when you do the PP treatment?
We do PP treatment, usually
Is it
ORP
450?
450. And if you can maintain 450 for as long as possible for your 4 hours, then you've got more chance of your PP doing
Being
what you
effective.
want it to do.
Yep.
And then to answer Paul's question, yes, it does, because I've got one in the grown on tank, and I did a 3-day course of PP in there, and Cat Toilet helped me loads. So it
Yeah.
is a good bit of kit.
Yeah, and if you have one of these, always calibrate them before you do it.
Samuel,
So
you've been working with
especially-
Obi-Wan.
No, it's the Danish Tech 7 stuff.
Oh, that stuff.
It's good stuff. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Basically the same as OB.
Yeah.
It's just fucking it sticks to your hands like.
Yeah. But yeah, it's important if you use them, calibrate them before you use them.
Yeah, an
Just
ORP
to be sure.
will help. Yeah, definitely. And I
Yep,
did see
it's the same as your
Martin.
pH. Yep. The
Martin.
Northern brother is here.
Yeah, my northern brother. Martin, can you send me your address, please? Send me a message with your address. I've been asked to send something to you.
Ooh. But yeah, there's definitely
But yeah, the Cactoily is a good bit of kit, and it does give you some accurate readings. I mean, pH sits pretty much where it should be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you can see it fluctuate when you do a filter clean and a water change. So you get that influx of new water, and you'll find the pH will drop and then come back up and then sit back wherever it was.
Simon was saying he's found Cactoily not to be accurate enough for ORP. Its range was massively out and can only be adjusted -50 and +50.
Trust you to get fucking technical, Simon.
So Simon, if you're having issues with the Cactoily one, which one are you using?
Martin, just send me a normal text message, mate.
Which one are you using then, Si? If you're having issues with the Cactoily.
Failing that, chuck a
Or are
link
you
in
just
and
using a
come
stick?
fucking
Yeah. Or I can drop you a link and you can come and join
drop
us.
a link in.
Vince, did you use the calibration test solution on it?
No, because on the instructions it says you do not need to calibrate it when you first turn it on. It's already pre-done. That's why you got the 2 jars on the bottom with solution in them. Yes, I actually read some instructions.
Dun dun dun.
That's only because I had to do a review on it. Oh, and for those that didn't see in video, I've got a couple of full spectrum lights coming.
Mm-hmm.
One from Hyger.
Yep.
And one from a company called Glorium.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we've got 2 full spectrum lights coming to test, which I think will be absolutely brilliant if they work out as a good piece of kit, especially for people out there that are growing fry and tosai and that indoors, because
It'll definitely be good for myself.
Well, so I mean, we're using a full spectrum light, you've got less chance of Benny damage or anything like that, because you get given it the best you can.
Yeah.
From the off, and they're not badly priced either. But I will cover that when it arrives. I think it'll arrive. The first one arrives tomorrow, I think. If not tomorrow, it'll be Tuesday. So
yeah.
It'll be the Hyger one first, and then I think it'll be the Glorium one. But I'm looking at putting one in long block on the grown on tank. It does. And the other one, I'm going to have a chat with the lesser spotted Ricardo about putting the other one above the Twisted Rocket Pond in the Mega Munga Tunnel.
Yep. What size are you ones you getting? Are they to go full length, or are you gonna?
No, I think the Hyger one. I did ask for a full 4-foot one, but they're sending me out the 3-foot, I think, which is the 36 watt.
Yeah, so you're just gonna get some wire and just hang it.
Well, I've got them brackets anyway that are in there that are housing the LED spotlights at the moment.
Yeah.
So I will just suspend from there, and in doing that, I can also suspend the light a bit lower, because we're getting to the point now where I'm getting to the point where I don't need to have the cover on at night, because the temperature's starting to even out a bit at night. So then I can drop the actual thing lower. All right, but with the Higer one, it's not only full spectrum, but it does everything.
Those
does.
liners did fail.
It does moonlight, it does height of day, so you can actually program the thing so it comes on and goes off, and then at some point it will come back on, giving you the effect of moonlight. So yeah, it's definitely going to be worth looking at, and it's only 36 watts to run it. Cheers, Martin. I think that's what's just come through.
Yeah, that will be Martin. Yeah,
cheers,
it's the same as this one. 12-hour cycle will gradually build up during the daytime, peak out for your set amount of hours, and then will drop down for your moonlight setting. Used to work an absolute dream on me on my small pond, on my small tank that used to be literally right here.
Yorkshire Kite.
Absolute treat.
The MS300 liquid liner.
I would stay away with it.
From what I've seen, it can be a bitch to put on, and if you don't get the right thickness, then you could have failures. I know the Baldwin Reef had failures when he used it, and a few people that have used it have said,
Danny had an issue.
As long as it's going onto a completely smooth surface, then you'd be better off doing what Matt did from Koi Central, and that is sections of butyl liner then stuck together by the my MS300 pond sealer, the actual silicone.
Yep.
And that is something that I am considering for when I rebuild the main pond.
Yeah.
And that is getting some bits, some strips that do the corner. So I put a strip in the corner.
Yep.
And then I put panel in, put next panel in, and then I'll put another strip over that corner. So it's done. And I reckon it will work out cheaper doing it in panels than buying a bloody.
Well, what was it you used? Wasn't it OB1 you used when you done the long block? When Mad Dog and that all come down.
Yeah, that's OB1, and that's that I used double-sided, that pond tape stuff that's like sticky rubber type stuff. So what I did was I did a bead of silicone, I put the pond tape stuff, and then I put another bead of silicone, and then I joined the next piece over the top. So you had a bead of silicone either side of that pond tape as well. So of course, once the water pushes pressure down.
Woofer.
Hey,
hey. Hello, Squiffs. Dog cam.
So Seska's Reef and Pond is selling 2 full spectrum lights, programmable.
Yeah.
See, again, if you was going to build a box filter, I wouldn't use the liquid liner. I would still go and get a chunk of butyl liner and section it. Oh, mate, I would rather use OB1 than CT1. and Gold Label is just too fucking overpriced.
Yeah, that shit is seriously over fucking priced. I know.
Seriously overpriced for
Mhm.
what it is. Yeah, Martin knows. See, he loves the old Obi-Wan.
Yep.
Yeah, the force is strong with our Martin. So anyway, we've been rattling on for about an hour and 45 minutes.
We have.
We
have
have.
indeed.
Now, we are going to be making a few changes
Yes.
to
we
koi
are.
culture. And what we are going to do is we are going to change things up in the fact of we are going to go back to one channel for people. And in that, what we mean is 1 week we will host the 4 of us on Sid's channel. And then the next week we'll host all of us on Samuel's channel and vice versa. And then we are just going to rotate it and roll it on, so forth and so on. So next week's Koi Culture will be kicking off on Sid's channel. So same time as always, but the 4 of us will be coming live from Sid's channel. And then the following week we'll be coming live from Samuel's channel, and then Shane's, and then myself. And then
It's gonna be
rinse and repeat, and that way we can reach out to even more, I think.
Yep. Not only that, it also makes it easier for chat as well, that they haven't got to just be constantly hopping around other channels, giving them likes and all of that as well. So it just makes it easier for everybody.
Yeah,
exactly, Gav. Said you best be on fucking time next week.
Hopefully next week I'll be able to go live from the Koi house.
And then the week after,
that would be awesome.
Make sure there's no messages about at 2 minutes past 2 saying I'll be 20 minutes. I'm not going to cut.
No,
for sure.
So yeah, we're not stopping. We're not stopping. We are continuing. We're going to keep running with this train until we get bigger and better. But we are going to alternate it from channel to channel.
It's always best to try something new.
Yeah.
Like anything, we have to tweak things here and there to make the final product perfect.
So let's try something new. Is this better?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
No. Well, we're going to be like this now, yeah?
That hurt my neck.
Vince was pretty good with that one. It looked very convincing.
Fairly convincing. Indeed, Jigs. Indeed. But yeah, we will be posting out.
Well, put it this way, Chris. Even if he's late, we'll still be hosting from his channel.
Yeah. Even if he's late, I will still press that button.
Done. No, but I'm not going to be late. Don't worry, guys.
I will still have the intro set up as always, ready.
But yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining along on another Sunday afternoon of madness. As always, guys, I've been Twisted Koi.
I've been Heartsquave, and I'll see you next week. Zed.
See you guys. Sid here from Mochi Bako, India.
Samuel from Denmark. See you guys.
Okay, we'll see you next week on Sid's channel.
Yeah. Take
Later,
care,
guys.
everybody. Have a great week.
Take care.